On the left rear wheel, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, absolute chaos is right. There's been so many issues. Man, you see Jesse Love getting spun at the top of your screen.
Ryan Truex, he just missed his stall. You know, he drives this car on a limited basis. He doesn't see that sign every week.
I'm looking around for the full moon.
Yeah.
This was an interesting situation right here. Normally the crew chief will call the driver out. Like, this is when you need to go or not go. That happened so quickly, Steve. As far as the 98, the 00, I'm not sure if anybody made a mistake there or if that's just bad luck. I don't know.
Yeah,
watch it again.
A little bit of bad luck because I think the 98, he doesn't really swing out. He kind of almost drives out straight. And the 00 almost pulls into his left rear. Just unfortunate timing, Marty.
And Davin Restivo just told Riley Herbst the track bar is fine. He thinks it was the left rear tire. And I'm looking at the wheel. You can see literally where that contact was on the wheel, but the track bar is fine for Herbst.
Yeah, it almost caught the wheel, and instead of smashing the nose back, it pulled the nose forward and off the 00.
Yeah, almost peeled it off the front of the car as they are getting ready to come to the green flag here for the start of stage 2, and now the yellow lights come back on, so they're adding a lap. So that's definitely going to help the 00 here.
Probably for the 00 though.
Well, there's just a lot.
He's a vintage
This has
champion
been an absolute chaotic race
in a series.
Yes.
So let's watch what happened again. So you have the 98 to 00, right? So you can see the 98 launches, and when he does, the 00 comes out. And that's a tough one. I feel like, it's...
I didn't feel like I came out very much. Barely hit him. And Riley come by, he was just tied on us, and when we turned out, it caught him in the...
Was he looking at the 44? Because the 44 was right in front of him. And
so that final stage can be made no problem. The question is how many overtimes. That would be the only concern.
This race goes 30 laps, and 40 laps for a total of 100. And 100 laps equals 250 miles here at Daytona. Still side by side for the lead. Creed on the outside got his 11th. Yes, 11th second place finish last week. Still has not found victory lane. Could it happen here in Daytona?
Remember Sam Mayer leading this race. He started dead last. Just a shift in qualifying. Did some damage, had to repair the car.
Jumps down in front of that low line, all guy with a little momentum. Now Creed trying to get a little bit of a draft off of these cars. A little back if he can, a little side draft.
What's wonderful about the Xfinity Series this year, Rick, you've talked about the strength of the field and how hard it is to win races. Well, we've had a lot of cars with issues, yet we still have just a wonderful field of cars at the front. In years past, we lose 5 or 6, and it kind of dwindles. Not anymore. I mean, look at all the competitors. I can name 12 to 14 names that I still think have a real shot on speed to win this race.
So what if I would throw in weather?
Gas to keep him running into the guys in front of him. That's how those wrecks happen, is that laps start winding down. Drivers are less likely to get out of the throttle.
Precarious position right now for A.J. Allmendinger. He moves to the outside. He was tucked in behind Sam Mayer, and they were both looking to block whichever line was running the quickest, but it was Allmendinger who moved to the outside first, and now that line has propelled him to the front.
If nobody goes with you or not enough go with you, then you're going to end up at the back of this pack, and also everybody's afraid not to make a move because if the inside line goes and you don't, you could not get stage points. It's a gamble here, Dave.
Halfway point.
That bright yellow car in 6th place is Brandon Jones. His crew chief, Philip Bell, told me this afternoon we've been unloading mostly fast cars with mostly disappointing results. Jones told me earlier today he believes that this and the next couple of tracks are ones that he can win at. He plans to and has to do that to get to the playoffs, Kim.
Dave, speaking of tracks teams can win at, Parker Kligerman and his team have this circled as well as Atlanta. So I asked Parker how he approaches this from kind of a help perspective. He said, I don't expect help from anyone at super speedways. The hopes is that if you work with someone and help them, that they will reciprocate. He said there is no guarantee. He chooses to work with certain drivers hoping that in an effort working with them that they will return the favor. And right now, he told his team to tell AJ, we are just riding, currently in the second position, Marty.
Kim, 10 to go here in stage 2, and there is a good chance that the current regular season championship leader, Cole Custer, could go down a second lap here at Daytona. It is crazy to think that going into the Michigan race last week, Custer had the largest regular season points lead anyone had all year long at 56 points, and it has vanished in 2 races. Jeff Burton, that shows you how quickly things can change here in NASCAR.
Yeah, and things have changed on the track as well as the inside lane started to form. Jeff Burton running about 7th or 8th. He was the first one to make a move.
Allgaier had to get out of the gas there. It was close. He was about ready to turn that 27.
Chandler Smith pulled down and didn't get in line. That killed his opportunity. He's now back behind the 27 and the 20. Ryan Truex says, all right, I'm going to lead this bottom lane.